Hello, this is Diego Pedreros. I am recording this video to show the situation that we have with the temperature data, the new version of CHIRTS. So everything started because the values that we were getting from the trends were difficult to interpret. In these areas, we were getting very high values. So what I did is I went into the time series and found that there were missing data in the time series. So the question was, okay, is the GeoCLIM including the missing data when making the calculations, or is it really ignoring those missing values? So to test that, I selected these pixels in red and extracted the values for the month of June. You see here, this is the month of June for the entire all the years that we have. During that month, we have, out of the 6 pixels that I selected, we have 5 that have missing value in 1984, and 1 that has the complete data set. So my expectation was that if I calculated the average for one of these pixels in Excel, ignoring the missing value, it should be the same as the average that we calculate using GeoCLIM. So this is the value that comes out of the GeoCLIM when we calculate the average. I extracted the value for each of those pixels, and this column shows the average calculated using Excel, ignoring the missing value. I was hoping that these two would be the same, but they are not. So then I assumed if the GeoCLIM is not ignoring the missing value, then it is including the missing value in calculating the average. So these two, this is the calculation using all the entire data set. So this should be the same as this, but it is not. So it is not including the missing value either. So here we have the 3 values. The blue is the GeoCLIM average. The orange on the top is the Excel average ignoring the missing value, and the one on the bottom is the Excel average including the missing value. But then we find here at this point where we have all the pixels that has all the data set, the value is the same from the GeoCLIM and that calculated in Excel. So the conclusion from here is that when the GeoCLIM finds missing data, it does something different. That I couldn't figure out what it does. But when it has the entire data set, it runs the average correctly. So to test this, I went to the one that we know the most, that is CHIRTS. Now we know that CHIRTS has all the time series, so there are no missing data. Then I did the same thing. I extracted the values for those pixels and for the month of June, for all the years that we have, and expected the same thing. I expected that the average calculated from the GeoCLIM should be the same as that calculated with Excel. So these two columns are shown here, and they are very close. Then, yes, when the GeoCLIM finds all the data set, then it calculates the average correctly. So I went to see how the trend behaved. So I extracted the trend using the GeoCLIM, and these are the values for each of those pixels. And then I did it by hand here in Excel. So the trend in the GeoCLIM is the slope of the line times 10, because it gives the trend by decade. So I did this. I took the slope of the line, and right here So it's the slope of the line times 10 for each of those pixels. And this is showing the two slopes, the one calculated by GeoCLIM and the one calculated in Excel. And they are the same. So I went back to the temperature and did the same thing for the slope. And they are very different. So this is the two slopes, the one that is given by the GeoCLIM and the one that we calculated in Excel. So in conclusion, the GeoCLIM is having difficulties interpreting the no data values. So when it finds a data set with all the data, it does well, but when it finds a no data value, it has problems.